Hello and welcome to Sudokanal. This is a new variant of Tapa, or maybe the variant exists, but this is a puzzle by a new creator, a French setter by the name of Aubin Danzo. And this is a Tapa puzzle with a regular Tapa rules, but you see that there are two A shapes. A stands for Aubin, and those shapes must contain the same pattern of shaded and unshaded cells. Whatever the status of this cell must have the same status. And I've already solved this puzzle, and it took me quite a long time. And because I'm so bad at Tapa, it should take me an equally long time. So where do we start? These seem. Where should we really start? I mean, this four. Of course, with this four, those three must be shaded. And one of them, and we don't know yet which one. Here, we must shade 5 cells and unshade 2 cells because of this. And this forces those 2 cells to be shaded. It will be either 3, 1, or 3 blank 1 blank 1, or 1 blank 3 blank 1, or 1 blank 1 blank 3. But here this has to remain blank. And now this is either 3 1 or 3 1. In both cases this cell has to be shaded. Now because of this clue, this has to extend this way. And now which one extends to 3 remains to be decided. If this extends to 3, then we could have this 3, and the one like this, or the symmetrical pattern. This should be disambiguated by the rest of the grid. Now, what can we do with this? Well, this has to be shaded as well. Here there are 7 cells, so for the same reason we must shade this one and this one. And there will be 2 blank cells here, 2 unshaded cells. Those, because of the ones, those cells here and here are unshaded, and one of them here is shaded. This 3 forces this cell to be shaded. There's a 3 on one side. Here you can see that there's a 3 on one side and a 1 on the other side. And whatever goes here, 1 or 3, it has to escape. So this cell has to be shaded. And this one must be unshaded. And this has to come out, so those cells must be shaded. This one is unshaded, and this one also. So this is the 1, and this is the 3. Now for this clue, the 3 must be here. This is unshaded. And 3 and 1, so this is unshaded, and this has to come out this way. Fine. Oh, well, maybe I should have started with this cell, because of these walls we must cross these choke points somehow, and this cell has to be used, obviously. Now, what do we have here? We have all three groups of cells. Two of them must be of length 2. This has to come out, so this has to be shaded, this has to be unshaded, and here we must shade exactly one of those two cells. And we can't go through here, so we have to go through this A region. 113, this is unshaded. Now you see that there's a wall which forces this to come out this way. And now, let's use the clone constraint. So this one is fulfilled, and this has to be shaded as well. We still don't know what happens in here. 1 and 2. Oh, well, this has to come out. So this one is shaded, this one is unshaded. All of this has to come out this way, so this one in the corner of the A shape must be shaded, and this one as well by the clone constraint. All of this has to escape to the other side. It has to go through this cell. What next? How will those connect? Not easy to see, especially if you have my vision. There are exactly 3 groups around this glue, and the pattern in those 8 cells must be the same as those 8 cells. Do we join here, or do we have to fight our way around? Not sure about that. Oh, here. This being unshaded, this has to be shaded. And we must use one of those cells exactly and unshade the other one. If we don't shade this one, then we have to connect this way around. Well, not sure what to do with that information. That's tricky. Aubin explained that in a former version of the puzzle, he had real digits in here, but he replaced them with question marks to make the puzzle trickier, to make it more challenging, and more challenging it is. How do we connect this without creating a 2x2 shaded block? Well, this is where I'm really confused. It would be tempting to just shade the whole A shape, but it wouldn't work with this glue, or this one for that matter. And then we should ask, if those are not fully connected inside the A shape, then how do they connect? How do we connect all three groups? We must perhaps go this way and unshade this one and shade this and resolve all this part of the grid. But can we shade this one? If we do, let's just visualize what happens. If we do shade this, we still need two more regions here, and the only way of doing that is this. Now, if we do this, we must connect through this cell and through those cells. And now what? There seem to be several ways of doing this, but let's have a look at the impact on this region. If we do this, then how do we connect the whole lot? Is it even possible? We must go this way. And what happens here? Oh, the only way to connect is to go through those cells, and this glue is broken. So this is not possible. Well, that's a very difficult look ahead, I think. So this one is not possible. Now, where do we connect? We can't go all this way around because we would only have two regions here. So I think it means we have to connect by the upper part. And how do we connect here? We need to go this way. And the clone is here. So that's one region. We must have two more regions here. There's still a way to connect here. Now, if we do this, then we won't have three regions. So it's not possible to shade all of these. But if we shade this one, we have to unshade this one because of the 2x2, and I should unshade this one as well. And so let's say we shade this one. We must unshade this and shade this to connect, but then we won't have three regions. So this one has to be unshaded. And this, oh, is it necessary to connect? Yes, it is. Because if I try to connect this way, the same issue arises. And then here, this must go around to connect this way. So this is shaded. And this now can be resolved because of this 4. Well, how does this act? Oh, we can't put the 3 here because it would create a 2 by 2 block. So the 3 is here. This is unshaded. This is shaded to provide this one. So this one is unshaded. We have a 3 here, and this is unshaded because of the 2 by 2 block. Now, how do we connect this to the rest? If I try to go this way, then I'm stuck here because of this clue, and I can't go up because it would create a 2 by 2 block. So this one is unshaded, this one is shaded, that is unshaded. We have to go this way and this way, but then we must stop to have 3 groups. And now the connection with this has to come this way, and because we can't put 2 of those, we must unshade this, shade that, and that, and that. And now this is shaded, this is unshaded, this clue is fulfilled, all of this is truly connected, and now this is unshaded, and the connection must go through this window, and this is the last connection. Let's just check whether this works. All of our cells seem to be shaded, to be connected. I mean, all shaded cells are connected. This really does work. So I had to do this complicated look ahead, which I'm not sure I could have done on paper. Well, actually, I can't solve Tapa puzzles on paper, to be honest, but I thought it was really a very well crafted puzzle by this young new author, and I hope we'll see more of him in the future. Thanks for watching this video, and see you soon on Pseudo Canard.